Hi, I'm Harmon Barton, and I'm your news anchor for HMB TV 23. Today, we're going to take a dive right into the early life of Muammar Gaddafi, a world-renowned terrorist. We have a research group in Libya right now getting us information on the story. To you, Stan.
Thanks, Harmon. Tensions in Libya are kind of high right now, so the U.S. military advised me to wear this sick helmet and these goggles, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of background information. I don't want to spoil it too much. We got a sick interview coming up, and you know who it's with. Muammar himself. Oh, yes. Okay, so my buddy Muammar here, he was born in 1942 to a Bedouin farmer in the Libyan desert. Yes, he was a gifted student and graduated from the University of Libya in 1963. And then, after that, he went on to the Libyan Military Academy at Benghazi and graduated in 1965. Okay, so, now that you have a little bit of information, you can kind of understand where this is going, okay? You know, military school, Benghazi, terrorists, it all ties together. So, in the interview, we'll get a little bit more information from him.
Thanks, Jeff, for that background information on Muammar Gaddafi. Now, we have a special interview for you. We have the ghost of Muammar Gaddafi, and it is going to be exciting. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to get the interview room set up, so please be patient. Oi, I'm Jeffyoubetya, and I'm an interview expert / analyst. Today, I have Muammar right here with me, the ghost, and we've got a few questions for you, Muammar. Are you ready to answer them? I tell you what, Jeff, I am excited to be here because I am going to catch you. No, I'm just kidding. You see, when I was in the military academy, they taught me never trust anybody. But today I trust you, Jeff. I haven't been interviewed since 2011. You know, after the yeah. So pretty excited. What you have to ask? Okay, Muammar. When did your coup take place? In 1969, the military coup was ready to take place, so we waited until King Idris was in Turkey with a leg ailment, and we overthrew the government in a bloodless coup. Okay, Mr. Muammar, so obviously you and your little government or whatever you had was were the oppressors, right? Okay, so who were the oppressed and how did you oppress them? You see, Mr. Jeff, before I led the coup, I really looked up to Egyptian leader Gamal Abdel Nasser. Because when I was younger, I watched him take over Egypt, okay? And you see, I was only 27 years old when I overthrew the government, so I figured by cutting off ties with the US and British armies, I could keep my enemies from overtaking my country. I replaced the Gregorian calendar with the Islamic one, and I eventually had to forbid the sale of alcohol. You know, but I still did a little drinking on the side, you know. I made oil companies renegotiate their oil contracts, and if they didn't, I would cut them off, you know. Cut them off, okay? My partners in crime tried to overthrow me, so I then made it illegal to have a negative opinion of the government that is currently reigning. The longer I was in office, the smaller and smaller my circle of trusted people became. So, if you had a negative opinion, oh, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Jeff? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay, Muammar, after talking about the notable figures, you know, you have King Idris, you have the King of Egypt, and yourself, how does this compare to Animal Farm? I mean, you overtook the government, and that sounds like a lot of what one of the pigs did. Now, how could you relate your coup to Animal Farm? You see, Mr. Jeff, when I was overthrowing King Idris, I didn't do it because he was moving to. I did it because he was conservative and he was indifferent to a movement that would give us greater political unity among the Arab countries. Now, when you talk about comparing it to the novel Animal Farm, I could compare myself to Napoleon because overall he was the pig that emerged as the leader. you know, sending his attack dogs, which would be my terrorist groups, to kill other people who aren't in the country, okay? Alright, so when I funded a wide variety of terrorist groups worldwide, they could be my attack dogs, from Palestinian guerrillas and Philippine Muslim rebels to the Irish Republican Army, okay? Those were all, I funded all of those groups, okay? In the 1980s, I was blamed for a lot of numerous terrorist attacks, which I'm glad, because I totally did them, okay? Okay, now that you have an understanding of how I live my life in my government, I have a question for you now, Mr. Jeff. Okay, Muammar, you've got a question for me. Now ask it. Mr. Jeff, how fast can you run? I don't think fast enough, Muammar. Back to you, Harmon. Jeff? Jeff? God, I knew we should... Who told me not to handcuff him? Who did it? Okay, there's a terrorist on the loose, but I hope you got a lot of information out of this. Muammar led a coup. He overthrew King Idris. He looked up to the Egyptian king. His brothers, his own brothers, not his real brothers, you know what I'm talking about, like his friends, okay? His friends overthrew him. They tried, okay? He oppressed the Libyan people. He was the oppressor, of course, in his little group of being a lot smaller. Okay, so I hope you got a lot out of today, and I hope you got an idea of where he was born. Obviously, it wasn't in a field behind over there, but it looks similar. Okay, maybe not, maybe not house-wise, but it looks similar. Okay, all right. Thanks for tuning in to HMB TV 23. We hope to see you again next week when we do a show on John F. Kennedy. Yes, just for you, Taylor, John F. Kennedy.